Aloha everyone, I'm Steve Uhara. These are your top stories. New gun restrictions are in full effect statewide. Firearms are now banned in so-called sensitive places such as state buildings, parks, public transit, and businesses that sell alcohol. It expands similar restrictions that were already in place in Honolulu and Hawaii counties to cover the rest of the state. A lawsuit has been filed by 3 Maui residents challenging the law's implementation. The Associated Press reports a court hearing has been scheduled for the end of the month for an order to block the law. The Kauai Police Department is adjusting its hours for walk-up service at its records and firearms window. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and every other Friday, the window will be open from 8 a.m. till noon. On the other Friday, the window will be closed. It'll be open later, Wednesday, from noon to 4 p.m. KPD officials blame a staffing shortage for this shift. Happening today, Governor Josh Greene is set to sign several bills impacting education here in Hawaii. Those new laws affect early education, school facility improvements, and school curriculum. A signing ceremony happens this morning at Royal Elementary School. Governor Greene also signed a bill into law to support working families here in Hawaii. House Bill 954 gives $104 million in direct income support, tax breaks for families, and doubles the earned income tax credit for 5 years. The governor also signed the new $37.2 billion state budget, which covers the next 2 fiscal years. Good morning, Billy. Good
morning, Steve. Let's take a look at your Monday first alert weather headlines. The trades are going to stay breezy for the next 5 or 6 days. Moderate winds from the east and northeast. A few enhanced showers, and mostly that's going to be only in the overnight and the early morning hours. Very little surf for the next 7 days. And we've got 2 East Pacific hurricanes that we are watching. Of course, it's hurricane season, and here they are. That would be Tropical Storm Adrian and Storm Beatrice, which is just falling apart. The great thing about these 2 East Pacific storms is they will not be causing any change to our weather whatsoever as they are out there in the East Pacific. But we're watching this because it is hurricane season. Make sure that you have your hurricane kits prepared. 7-day forecast for you. Trade wind weather pretty much across the board. It's going to be nice weather with windward and Malka showers drifting leeward at times.